guys, and welcome to a new video on Looking Good Feeling Fab, which is your channel for content on lifestyle, fashion, home decor and home improvement. Our objective here is just to learn new things every day, to grow, to improve ourselves, our lives, our homes, our environment, so that we are feeling fabulous every time, all the time. So let's get straight into this video. This video is about my 5 tips on decorating a small space. I am probably gonna do a few episodes on decorating a small space, and this is my top 5 tips, and then we'll go to the next 5 in the next video. It's my biggest tip is that please stick to very light, very neutral kind of colors when decorating a small space, because they fill your space up with more light and they give the eyes the illusion that the space is bigger than it actually is. When you use really dark, deep colors, especially on the walls and on the bigger pieces of furniture, it makes your space look smaller. It feels that the walls are closing in and the floor is closing in on you. So stick to beige, off-white. White of course is great. Neutral colors, even in the gray family, the lighter shades of gray and not the very, the dark grays can sometimes be a little too intense, especially in a small space. So especially with paint, stick to neutral colors. You will never go wrong with it. So colors is the most important thing. Of course you can add colors, but add colors by way of accessories, by way of your decor pieces, by way of your wall art. There's a lot of other ways to add color other than furniture and walls. Now let's come to my tip number 2. My tip number 2 is to use a lot of mirrors everywhere. It is a very easy, very economical and very fun way to add the illusion of space in your home. So you can create a collage of mirrors with circles of different diameters and cover one entire wall with those mirrors, or vintage mirrors of all different kinds. They look so beautiful and it makes such a big statement. Plus mirrors will fill your room with light and make it look bigger. So obviously try and put it right opposite a wall, right opposite a door, so that it catches that light and makes everything brighter and nicer. Plus putting mirrors on your wall is more economical than investing in big pieces of art. Paintings can be very expensive, so just use mirrors instead and it looks really nice. And keep a plant in front of the mirror or keep a candle in front of the mirror. You can never go wrong with that. So use mirrors wherever you can. Plus, you can take a selfie everywhere in your house, then no one will complain. Now coming to tip number 3, you can give the illusion of your windows being even bigger, and that kind of makes the room look even bigger. So how you do this is by using your curtains in a very strategic manner. So instead of putting your curtain rod just 2 inches above your the top edge of your window, put it 4 or 5 inches above. So it's much higher than the window. Plus, instead of ending the curtain rod right where the window ends, so that the curtains are hanging right in front of the window, extend the curtain rod a little bit on the side so that the curtains are hanging on the wall next to the window, not covering the window itself. It gives the illusion of a much bigger window, a much bigger wall, and hence a much bigger room. So it's a very, very simple thing to do. Just hang your curtain rod a bit higher and a bit wider so that it gives the illusion of a bigger window. So tip number 4 is that use your walls in a very clever manner. So you can add very interesting shelves on all of your walls or on most of your walls or wherever you can. So use a lot of nice shelves which are in the same color as the wall, so they won't stand out and it won't be jarring on the eyes. And use those shelves to put your art, put your decor, and also use them to store things. You can use baskets and store lots of things in those baskets. So the baskets look pretty on the shelf, but at the same time it acts as storage. It's a very clever way of utilizing your entire wall space for storage, for art, for decor, while saving on your floor space to make your home look bigger and brighter. In fact, you can even use the shelves to create partitions. So if it's, a small studio apartment, you can use shelves to create a little bit of a partition between the dining room and the drawing room, between a study area and a bedroom. So it can be very cleverly used. So just think about using shelves. And so my last and final tip for this video at least is that whenever you are selecting furniture, try and select most of your furniture such that it has legs. When your furniture is floating a little bit off the floor, it gives the illusion of a bigger space and more empty space when you can see more of the floor. When you have furniture that sits like a block chunk right on the floor, then it makes it look really heavy and it makes the room look smaller. So whenever you're buying tables or chairs or sofas, see that they are lifted a little bit higher than the floor, and that will save you a lot of space as well. So I hope you enjoyed my 5 tips on decorating a small space. Now there are a lot more things that you can do, and if you want another video on decorating a small space, leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up on this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any video, and keep coming back for more. I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye bye.